Let us go over what full stack development actually is. Full stack development refers to development of both the front end and back end portions of a web application. The front end portion refers to what the client sees on the website, while the back end is the processing that the server performs. We'll be going over what client is, what server is, and further discuss what front end and back end are. Now, who is a full stack developer and why is it important to learn full stack web development? A full stack developer is someone who can develop both the front and back end software. It's an important skill to learn because a full stack developer is much more well rounded than just a purely front end or a purely back end developer. A full stack developer can create their own projects by themselves, or they can also fill vacancies that require either front or back end because they already know how to do both. The full stack developer has complete expertise in various development tools and different programs and languages and so on. Full stack developers also have a better idea of how the front end and back end software interact with each other, and full stack developers can make great project leads or managers because they can better direct back end and front end developers. The aim of a full stack developer is to create websites or web applications that can run in the browser and serve the needs of the user, so that much like how you have programs that you download to perform different functions, with a full stack developer you need not download any specific software because a full stack software can run off the internet and can be used with any device, whether it be phone or computer or tablet or so on. That's why in the modern age and moving forward, full stack development is a very important with aspiring companies and software ideas. There are three main areas of expertise that a full stack developer needs to know. They need to know the front end, how to manipulate the browser to be able to show whatever you need for the user to see to make it easy for them to use the software. You also have the server programming or the backend programming, where all the logic and security is processed. Then you also have the database, where data is stored and you can retrieve for later use. All three work together in unison to create a full stack software. A full stack web developer is an expert in multiple fields, whether it be the development of web applications, user interface design, software testing, support maintenance, so on. A full stack developer is a jack of all trades, able to perform any function because they have such comprehensive knowledge on how a full stack of software works. In this course, I will be teaching you the basics of how full stack development works. We'll be covering the front and back end and lightly touch on database. There are many different technologies that a full stack developer can use to create their software. In this class, we'll be using the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Since this is a basics class, these are what we will be concentrating on. Frameworks such as React, Vue, Angular, so on, are more advanced software that require even further study. You have database software such as SQL and NoSQL. Those are advanced as well because database programming is an entire course unto itself, and we will not be covering it in this course. As for the backend, there are multiple different languages and softwares for programming the backend, but we will be concentrating on using PHP, which is a commonly used backend programming language. As for the database, we won't be using anything like MySQL or Mongo. Instead, we will be using JSON, which is a pseudo database type object notation. these different platforms, languages, structures, so on, you can learn in your own time, and each one will help improve your knowledge base and make you even more powerful as a full stack web developer. Now, as for what tech stacks are, these are more advanced than what we will be covering in this course, but in essence, they're a collection of frameworks and technologies that are built upon the basics to create a more advanced pipeline to create full stack development. So, if beyond this course, if you wish to study more, MERN and MEAN are some of the two most popular tech stacks that you may pursue after this course.